up, you guys? It's me, the Short Side, and welcome back to my channel. I'm back with a super easy recipe for you all. This is something you can make for your family, for your boo on date night, or for yourself, you independent queen or king. Let's get started. So today, we're making herb pan-seared chicken, roasted potatoes, and green beans. And it only takes a few ingredients. I have red potatoes, chicken thighs, and you can also use chicken breast, and fresh green beans. I also have rosemary, thyme, and basil, garlic, your spices and seasonings, and onion soup, lemon for zest, and chicken stock. First, we're gonna start off preparing our potatoes. I have already cut up these red potatoes. They're the small red potatoes, and I've already cut them up into fours. And so I'm going to go ahead and lie them out in my dish here. And I'm going to drizzle them with olive oil. And then we're going to add our onion soup. And in this bowl, I have salt, pepper, and garlic powder, okay? And so we're just gonna go ahead and sprinkle that in as well. And I'm a very hands-on cook, so my preference is to just mix this up with my hands and then stick it in the oven on 350 for about 30 minutes or so. You know when potatoes are ready. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna go ahead and place these in the oven on 350, and they'll be in there for about 30-40 minutes. Just want to make sure that they're cooked all the way through and nice and soft when we're ready to eat them. And so while we have our potatoes in the oven cooking, we're going to go ahead and prepare our chicken. And so I already have chicken thighs, and again, you can use chicken breast. I've already pre-seasoned them with salt, pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. And I have our cast iron and olive oil heating up. And so we're just gonna go ahead and begin to cook these chicken thighs on each side. Once your chicken is cooked all the way through, we're gonna take it off of the heat and set it to the side on a plate so that we can prepare our butter herb sauce. We're gonna add butter. And only just like half a tablespoon maybe. Start scraping some of that stuff up. And then we're also gonna add our garlic as well. And on the rest of this plate, we have rosemary, we have thyme, and we have basil. So those are the herbs that we're gonna be using. These are some of the things that we grow at our home. So that's what we're gonna use. And then while that's getting ready, we're also gonna prepare ourselves for our green beans. So we're gonna get our pan ready. Go ahead and start heating that up. Want to cook this garlic until it's nice and fragrant. And then from there, I have chicken stock here. And we're gonna go ahead and pour that in there. Turn down our heat just a little bit. And we're just gonna kind of scrape the bottom of the pan to get all of that stuff up. And we're gonna let that simmer for just a little while. And we're also going to add the rest of our herbs into the pan. Let that simmer up. And while we wait on that, we're gonna add our oil to the pan for our green beans. And then we're gonna add another half of a tablespoon of butter in our pan right before we add our chicken back. And then we're gonna basically let our chicken simmer in this mixture. Add our chicken back into this herby broth that we have made. And we're basically just gonna let this simmer for a little while we prepare our green beans. So let that simmer in the sauce there. And then we're also going to add the zest of a lemon. And while we allow that to simmer, we're gonna go ahead and drop our green beans into our pan. Let's make sure the oil. And I personally like to let my green beans cook down a little bit before I add my seasoning. And so that's what we're gonna let them do. And we're gonna come back to our chicken and just kind of spoon over some of the broth over the chicken. Just make sure we get all those really good flavors in there. Now that our green beans have cooked down a little bit, we have salt, pepper, garlic powder, and red pepper flakes. And we're gonna go ahead and sprinkle that onto our green beans. This is typically what I season all of my vegetables with, because that's just what I like. It's getting messy. That's cooking though, okay? And so we're just gonna let those cook down. I personally don't like to cook my vegetables all the way down to where they're soggy. I kind of like for them to have a nice crunch to them still. And so I cook them just barely enough. And so once you have your green beans cooked down to the way that you like them, you can go ahead and cut the heat off. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut the heat off on my chicken as well. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take my potatoes out. Let me make sure that they are all the way cooked through. Oh, these look great, guys. Wow. Wowzers. So here is what everything is looking like before it's plated. See, our roasted potatoes look delicious, our green beans, and our chicken. I'm gonna go ahead and plate it for you all so you can see what it's looking like. This is the dish of the day. Lemon herb chicken, green beans, and roasted potatoes. It looks delicious and I can't wait to taste it. So as always, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Please make sure you subscribe, turn on those notification bells, share, and leave a comment. I will leave my website information and my social media links below. Make sure you give me a follow and let me know if there are any recipes that you would like for me to cook on my channel. See you guys later. Bye.